Hey everyone, Britt and Chris Carmichael here, bringing you the Elevated Life series where we teach you simple mindset shifts to create radical transformation in your life. And today's topic is 3 simple tricks to handle criticism, because we all know people are judgy, right? And even we are judgy. So not only are we going to teach you how to handle the criticism, but we're also going to remind you that it's time to stop judging ourselves. And the moment you stop judging yourself, you stop judging other people.
Yeah, you know, the really big deal here is that you're going to be criticized. I mean, everybody. The deal is if you're not getting criticized, you're not doing enough. Like the same way about if you're not failing, if you're not making mistakes, you're not really doing anything. So you have to get out there and be criticized. The problem is, how do we deal with that? Because our ego is going to want to immediately jump in and go, oh my God, what did you just say? So our first step is to make sure that you delay your reaction. So the second that someone criticizes you, just take a pause. If you go into reaction mode, you can't use any of the information that they give you. You can't get any tips or any opportunities to learn or grow or anything like that. So delay it. Take that pause.
Yeah, and here's how I delay it. Chris taught me this really awesome mindset trick that if you imagine a plexiglass wall in between you and the person speaking with you, it's clear and you can still see and hear and feel, but it gives you that slight edge where whatever they say goes through the plexiglass wall, and you can decide in an instant whether it's good for you or you don't really need it, and you can return to sender. So just imagining a plexiglass wall in between, let's say you and your boss, and maybe your boss is a little critical, instead of just taking it on and taking it so personally and getting all beat up about it, what you do is you imagine a plexiglass wall in between you and the person talking to you, and anything that like stings your ego can bounce off the plexiglass wall and you can say no thank you, but if it's constructive, allow it in.
Yeah,
and real quick, I just want to say hi to everyone who's here live. Hey, Lori. Hey, Bridget. Hey, Jamie. Say hello if you're here. Hey, Alicia. Oh, it's so cool to see you guys. If you guys know someone, which we all do, who needs this message, go ahead and tag them in the comments below, because listen, when we are immune to criticism, we are free. That's the ultimate freedom, guys.
Yeah, definitely. And so the second tip is, so you've paused now. Now, the second thing to do is notice that if the information you're given, so notice if the criticism itself is valuable. Because a lot of times criticism is going to be valuable. It's going to point out something that maybe you didn't see. And so you say, oh, wait, if it works like that, then I can change this. I can improve myself. So before you react and before you spiral into that ego mode, just pause for a second and say, hey, is this valuable? Can I learn from this? Is this a way that I can improve my skills and do this a little bit better?
Yeah, such a great idea. So the question you want to ask yourself when someone's giving you feedback is ask, is this valuable? And in that asking, you begin to shift the energy from feeling like you're being attacked, yeah, exactly, to going, okay, how can this help me? And if it can't, if you really honestly can't take that criticism or that feedback or that whatever it may be, then you can just politely just say, okay, no, thank you.
Yeah, just pass on. You know, a lot of people want to make an excuse when they get criticized, or they want to immediately go into this defensive mechanism. The real idea is to be criticized and just let it go and be like, okay, cool, thanks. And then move on. And then it's over with. There's no emotional upbringing. You don't feel hatred toward the person. You don't feel any kind of weird stuff. The third tip, and this one is huge. If the information's not valuable, automatically going to ditch it. But let's say the information is valuable. The next thing you want to ask yourself is the source of the information valuable? In other words, if someone's like, oh my gosh, you eat this unhealthy way and you did this thing, but they're doing those same things, maybe they're not the most valuable source. So you always want to be asking yourself, is this person that's saying this credible? Do they even know what they're talking about, or are they just jib-jabbing? You know?
Yeah, what's your biggest struggle when it comes to criticism? Or what do you take the most offense to when someone is giving you feedback? Maybe you are resistant to feedback around your weight or your body. Maybe you're resistant to feedback, to feedback around your creative work or your vocation. Where do you find where you struggle with criticism? I know for me it was, and it's so funny because I was always like, everyone's judging me because I have tattoos. I have tattoos. People are judging me. But I wanted the tattoos. I got the tattoos. And the second I stopped judging myself for getting tattoos, like old ladies at Target would come up to me and be like, oh my God, honey, I love your tattoos. I want to get one. Like, what? Where have you been? but I was blocking them out with my own judgment. So we want to inspire you to stop judging yourself so that you stop judging other people and you stop attracting those that judge you in the way that you do yourself.
Yeah, this is such an easy way to have a method to go through whenever this happens. And again, it's going to happen. There's nothing you're going to be able to do to prevent this. So let yourself be criticized. Let it be okay. See if you can pause. See if you can learn from the information and notice that the source is credible. And that way you can take your foot, kind of off the brake and let yourself move forward. If you get stuck in a criticism, it's going to be the whole day. Your next conversation will be like, hey, Susie said this about me and Billy said this about me and life is bad and yada, yada, yada. And instead, with this quick reframe, you can go into a space where you're like, man, they said that. I think I'm going to be able to swap up how I do what I'm doing and make it a little bit better. I can learn. I can grow. Things can be better.
Yeah. Jenny says, and then move on.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you got to do.
It's so true. Don't allow someone else's ignorance to ruin your entire day. Either allow it in as constructive feedback from a credible source or completely let it go. Just let it go, Louie. That's my mom's life wisdom for you. So let it go, Louie. So where do you struggle? You guys share in the comments below. Where do you struggle around criticism? Is it hard for you to take feedback? Do you always get defensive? It's okay if you say yes, because all you have to do is just notice how you're responding and reacting to other people's information.
Yeah, and notice too that whenever you react to something, think about how that sends it. It's you reacting. So you're in control here. Everyone always,
you're giving the power to the other person.
Yeah, so you're in control. And the second that you force yourself to react and you get in that mode, and then the other person's now in control. Now the other person makes all of your choices for you. You said, hey, I don't want to have the responsibility for myself. Here, you take it. And, doing it this way, you keep that power with yourself, but you're still able to learn. It's still a learning environment.
Yeah. Jenny says she deals with body criticism, and that is most likely stemming from your own self-criticism like we talked about. When you criticize your body, it's so hard to hear it from someone else. And typically, if you're criticizing yourself, what you think expands. What you're focusing on is you're like a magnet. It attracts to you. So if you're focusing on how you don't like your body, more than likely you're going to attract an experience or a person or something into your life that's going to poke at that thing that you don't like about yourself.
Yeah, this is a big deal, Jenny. The deal is that we have beliefs about ourselves, right? We have specific beliefs. And those beliefs create the thoughts that we have, right? And those thoughts that we have inspire the actions that we take, and those actions become the habits, and those habits become our lives. And so if you have a belief about yourself, you can't create a bad belief about yourself, a negative belief, in other words. How are you going to create a good habit? It's going to be really hard. So the first place to start is start with a different belief. If you're comparing yourself to people all the time, it's going to be really tough. Every image that you see, the TV, movies, magazines, it's all Photoshop. It's all edited stuff. People don't even look like that. And so you have to start to get to a space where you say, hey, I'm good with me. I'm going to keep doing the best that I can. I'm going to keep doing those things that will inspire that action for me to feel good about myself. And then all that stuff starts to change. But it has to start with the belief. All the other stuff won't stick because it always comes back to the belief about how you actually feel about yourself.
Yeah, Jenny says practicing positive self-talk.
And it's just a practice. Just keep doing it.
Everything is a practice, and if you practice the positive stuff, your life becomes more positive. I know that when I was practicing telling myself that I was fat and that I wasn't beautiful, that I experienced that for many years. And you guys know I've lost 75 pounds because I shifted my story. I shifted my internal phrase of I'm fat to I'm beautiful. It was that simple because just like Chris said, it begins with the belief. And if you believe that you're beautiful, you begin to start taking more beautiful actions. You begin to start putting food that's healthy and energetic in your body. You begin to start moving it and going to yoga class in the morning. That's why we're a little late today, guys. You begin to take actions that are in alignment with the belief that you love yourself. So begin to shift your internal story and everything external will begin to shift. Jamie says, I can tend to lose things and be forgetful. When my parents point it out, I get defensive.
Yeah. Anytime anyone's going to say something, it's so easy to get in the reaction mode because to some degree we want to be people pleasers because we want people to love and accept us, and that's like one of those kind of deep needs. But the real need is that so long as we love and accept ourselves, we can let everybody else off the hook. And so when you get that, you start hearing those critical things, again, just notice this. Notice if you can stay with your breath, with that delayed pause. Notice if you can stay with it. And then again, notice if you can improve the part. Notice that the criticism is valuable in some way.
Yeah, so beautiful. Well, we love having you guys here on the Elevated Life. And as you know, we started our membership club where we join you live for 90 minutes every month and provide you tons of resources, yoga and meditation practices, so that you can dive in deeper with us and we can teach you to elevate your life and raise your vibration. My words are just crazy right now. So we just want to share really quick with you. If you guys have been interested in joining, here is your opportunity. We go live next week on the 6th, so do not miss this bundle. We're going to be talking about how to simplify your life.
Yeah, simplification, is everything. If you have too much stuff in your life and you're too overwhelmed all the time, you'll never get anything done. You'll always feel super busy. And, you'll be here another year later going, what happened? I had all these big hopes and dreams and nothing really materialized. And then just like Jenny was saying earlier, it's a practice. Everything is a practice. And so we go live monthly for an effort to keep up that practice. That way you don't have to be, searching for information to learn. You don't get off the bandwagon. You don't forget about it. We're there to support you every month. We want to make sure that your life continuously grows and continues to be that dream that you have for yourself. So we want to help you achieve that. We want to help you make that, part of your reality and not skip ahead. We want to help. I think the biggest deal is that, stop people dying and leaving places with regrets. Leave with memories. You want to be leaving this place with memories and not regrets. So don't regret anything. Hop on that bandwagon, cheer yourself up. We want to be there helping you along the way.
Yeah, it normally costs thousands of dollars to work one-on-one with us because our time is valuable. But in the membership club, you have direct access to us for only $47. So do not miss this opportunity. Get in for this month's bundle. And the cool thing about joining up for the membership club is not only are you going to get this month's bundle, but you're going to get all the past content that we've already covered, including how to set yourself up for success and how to transition to a plant-based lifestyle. So we're going to be covering all topics in life that help elevate and enlighten you. So if you're interested in joining up with us and having, motivational, inspirational cheerleading team on your side who's going to, we give it to you straight. We don't mess around. We're here to support you through your growth and your expansion. So check us out at brittanycarmichael.com/membership. I'm going to put that link in the comments below so that you guys can sign up for the March bundle where we're going to teach you to reclaim your life and simplify it. So I'll leave that in the comments below. And we hope to see you over inside the membership club where we can dive in even deeper on all these topics and support you with all the resources and tools and education that you need to make these shifts in your life. We love joining you every Friday here on the Elevated Life series. And we look forward to seeing you inside the membership club and here every single Friday.
Have a great one, guys.
Bye.